In this podcast episode, geneticist David Reich from Harvard University delves into the intricate tapestry of human history, evolution, and the profound implications of ancient DNA research. His work has significantly reshaped our understanding of how modern humans relate to archaic species like Neanderthals and Denisovans, and how these relationships have influenced the trajectory of human civilization. Reich begins by outlining the wealth of genetic data available today, which includes sequences from modern humans, Neanderthals, and Denisovans. The latter were identified from a finger bone discovered in Siberia, revealing a previously unknown group of archaic humans. This genetic information has allowed researchers to piece together a complex model of human ancestry, suggesting that modern humans diverged from a common ancestor with Neanderthals and Denisovans approximately 500,000 to 750,000 years ago. However, recent findings challenge this timeline, particularly concerning mitochondrial and Y chromosome DNA, which indicate a more recent common ancestor between modern humans and Neanderthals around 300,000 to 400,000 years ago. Reich emphasizes that the standard model of human evolution has become increasingly complicated, akin to the epicycles of ancient Greek astronomy, where additional layers were added to explain observed phenomena. He suggests that the current understanding may be overly reliant on these epicycles and that a more fundamental rethinking of human ancestry might be necessary. One of the most intriguing aspects of Reich's research is the evidence of gene flow between modern humans and Neanderthals. He notes that approximately 3 to 8% of Neanderthal DNA can be traced back to gene flow events into the ancestors of Neanderthals from modern humans. This raises questions about the nature of these interactions and the implications for our understanding of what constitutes modern versus archaic humans. Reich posits that if modern humans and Neanderthals had significant gene flow, it complicates the narrative of a clear distinction between the two groups. The conversation shifts to the geographic context of these interactions, with Reich suggesting that gene flow likely occurred in the Near East, a region that has historically served as a crossroads for human migration. He highlights the ecological continuity between Africa and the Near East, which would have facilitated interactions between different human populations during periods of climate change. Reich discusses the concept of a population bottleneck, suggesting that the ancestors of all modern non-African humans may have originated from a small group of 1,000 to 10,000 individuals who expanded out of Africa around 60,000 years ago. This group encountered Neanderthals and other archaic humans, leading to a complex web of interactions that ultimately resulted in the extinction of these archaic species. The genetic evidence indicates that the Neanderthals and Denisovans were not merely passive bystanders, but were actively engaged in a dynamic process of mixing and adaptation. The discussion touches on the idea that the expansion of modern humans was not a straightforward triumph of one group over another. Instead, it was characterized by a series of encounters, adaptations, and eventual replacements. Reich emphasizes that the narrative of human history is not one of linear progress, but rather a complex interplay of various populations, each with its own unique adaptations and cultural practices. As the conversation progresses, Reich reflects on the cognitive and cultural innovations that may have contributed to the success of modern humans. He suggests that while genetic factors play a role, cultural innovations, such as the development of language and social learning, were likely crucial in enabling modern humans to thrive in diverse environments. The ability to share knowledge and adapt to new challenges may have provided a significant advantage over archaic humans, who may not have had the same level of cultural complexity. Reich also discusses the role of epigenetics in understanding human evolution. Recent research has shown that epigenetic modifications can influence gene expression and may have played a role in the development of traits associated with modern humans. This line of inquiry opens up new avenues for understanding how cultural and environmental factors can shape genetic outcomes over time. The conversation shifts to the advent of agriculture and its profound impact on human societies. Reich notes that the transition from hunter-gatherer lifestyles to settled agricultural communities brought about significant changes in population dynamics, social structures, and health. While agriculture allowed for greater population density and the development of complex societies, it also introduced new challenges, including the spread of infectious diseases. Reich draws parallels between historical events, such as the arrival of Europeans in the Americas, and the spread of diseases like Yersinia pestis, which caused the Black Death in Europe. He suggests that similar dynamics may have played out in ancient Europe, where the arrival of new populations, such as the Yamnaya from the steppes, disrupted existing communities and led to significant demographic changes. Throughout the discussion, Reich emphasizes the importance of integrating genetic data with archaeological and anthropological insights to gain a more comprehensive understanding of human history. He acknowledges that while genetics can provide valuable information about population movements and interactions, it is essential to consider the broader cultural and environmental contexts in which these changes occurred. Reich's work exemplifies the potential of ancient DNA research to challenge long-held assumptions about human history and to reveal the complexity of our evolutionary past. He advocates for a collaborative approach that brings together experts from various fields to explore the intricate relationships between genetics, culture, and history. As the conversation draws to a close, Reich expresses optimism about the future of research in human ancestry. He highlights the need for more extensive sampling of ancient DNA from diverse regions, particularly in Africa, where much remains to be discovered. The potential for new findings to reshape our understanding of human history is immense, and Reich is eager to see how ongoing research will continue to illuminate the complexities of our shared past.